Hello and welcome back, everyone. We're playing Fallout Shelter and how it relates to supply chain management and lessons we can learn for both. I was just talking last time about lean and overproduction and waste, and I realized that our medical individuals are really not accomplishing anything right now. They're not making anything better. They're just kind of going through the motions. They're not actually producing anything that we actually require, and they're not getting better. So I've made the executive decision to make another training room. I think I like to have complementary skills with cross training, things that kind of overlap, and I realize that not everything overlaps exactly in this game, but I think looking since we already have 3 agility rooms because we have an excess of people with agility, you, medicine is not really a strength oriented thing, but it is a perception oriented type thing. So our power requirement just bumped up a little bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to put our medical practitioners in the training room. So we're going to be maximizing their time. That was my oversight. I was playing with the idea of sending another person out, which would utilize the stim packs and the Radaway and would necessitate them being there. I was also thinking, oh, we need to keep someone in the room. You know, you get those stupid rats coming in, they're going to eat the stim packs or something. But they don't actually do that. I think we have enough people surrounding the situation that hopefully nothing's really going to happen. And plus, we really don't have anyone there. So, for an example of the micromanaging thing I mentioned earlier, is that something people could do if they really want to is they can say put her in the radiation suit, level her up, put her back in the engineer suit, and then she will gain slightly more hit points. If you want to go to that level, feel free. I'm typically not going to go to that level. Oh, wait, she doesn't take that. There we go. So now we know where they came from. We know that they are the medical practitioners. Oh wait, we didn't have to move her. She already had a 2 endurance. See, this is me getting tired at the end of the day. So we didn't actually have to change her outfit because she already had a +2 endurance. But we did have to change it with Judith, but not with Brenda. Okay. So that's just a point that I wanted to bring to light. And Jacob still still trucking along, getting things. So we're gonna come back in a couple of hours, and we'll see where we're at. We'll see you then. Okay, hello everybody. We are checking back in. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Our power is getting low. Power is getting low. That's all right. Don't mind me. I've had an incredibly long day, and I think only 2 of my brain cells are still awake right now, so bear with me. So, we got a little bit of a situation with our power. All right. So if we leave this, I don't know if these are going to be good tomorrow morning. So I'm going to let this go for a couple minutes and see if it comes back up because the automation, we want to leave the automation with the food and water because I think it's more likely to stay on top of things if we leave it there. What's okay? 2, 5, 5, 5, 2. All right. 8, 9, 8. It's a different kind of 8. 8, 8. So they're all eights. If that goes back down before we get the next batch coming in, we should probably swap some people. Realistically, we should probably do it now. I don't want to because it's overnight. Oh, it's getting close, man. 10 seconds. Can we get it in time? Or are we hosed? Okay. That's so close. See, the trick is we're right on the edge. I'm going to let another full cycle go, and I'm going to see if we get back down to that line. If we get back to that line, we got to swap people out. We got no choice. All right, our man Jacob is rolling in the wasteland. He's picking up some good stuff. Ooh, he's got +3 armored suits. Those are going to do well in our water room. Another radiation suit, not bad. Combat armor. He's picking up some good stuff. We're good to leave him overnight. He's been going 15 hours. And, yeah, he'll be fine. Probably. Unless he comes across a very angry Deathclaw. Oh, no, not emergencies. Put the fire out. Put it out. All right, good. That gets back down to that line. Because I think what happens is when you're at a deficit without the time, it will drop down. But last minute, we can just, like, grab these two. Why does she have more? She's an 8. Are you a 7? She's a 6. You're 7. You're an 8. You're an 8. All right. You're an 8. You know what I mean. So, yeah. So we're a little ahead when we're babysitting it. It's going to take that managerial touch. But I think we're going to be okay overnight. That is going to go into the red. Oh, forgot to click you. That's going to go into the red. I don't know how bad it's going to be tomorrow morning, but it might be low. And if it is, we might need to swap out like a whole bunch of people. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to check in on our crew that much tomorrow. I have an extremely busy day. But we'll take it as it goes. If we got to put the 8s and the 7s and everything in there, so be it. Sorry, got a bit of a sore throat. So we swap the... Are they actually going to level up overnight? She's not. She's not even going to level up. So let's just put her in there. They'll automatically swap the lowest level person. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put her in there and see if that makes up the difference. We're going to swap out his gear so that she can have that showing that she's a higher producer. Whatever, we'll leave her with that gun. It doesn't matter. Is that going to be enough? Well, we'll find out. While we're here, it'll be enough. We're still beefing up Sarah. We're going to keep her in there if we can. See if she can get that. See, I'm trying to, like, make it less crazy. Yeah, because she'll be a 9 tomorrow morning, which will be real nice. What's the... Oh, look at that. Look at that lead time, man. We cut like a minute off of that lead time. Are you kidding me? Wow. She is at a total of 11 right now. So we just put 11 into our pool of 5. I'm just counting totals. 5, 13. Can I math? 21, 29, 33. So we just put 11 into a total pool of 33. So we just increased our productivity by a third with one person, more or less. So I think that'll be enough, because that's a big increase. 30% is a big increase. So I think we'll be okay for tomorrow. I was wondering if this was going to happen. So we're going to leave things like that. We still have the same objectives. Daily report's still good. I'll see what I can do. If it's still looking fuzzy tomorrow before I gotta leave to do work, we'll just take it as it goes. So, but a 30% increase in productivity, look at that. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. So, we'll leave it there for tonight, and we will check back in the morning. See you then. Good morning, everybody. It is early morning here in the wasteland. Oh my. Actually woke up earlier than I thought I would. So, anyways, we have some people ready for training. See, not as many as we normally would, because they are... Hello. There we go. They're working on some big numbers here. You know, we're getting up to 6, 7, 8. Notice our power. Our power is A-OK. Our powerhouse Sarah Hawkins pulling it in the clutch with her amazing training. So we're gonna just keep her there, I think. Well, for some reason I want to put Anna Frost in there, because she's already level 6, so we can maximize Sarah as an explorer. You know what, I'm just gonna do that. Hello. There we go. Since it doesn't matter anyways, we might as well give her the whatchamacallits. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the better idea there. And then oh, we still have Sarah Harper, that's right. Yeah, but Sarah Harper, she's going to be... Okay, so in general what I want to do is I want to keep about 4 people in here. Actually, let's take one of our low performers. One of our... How do you say it respectfully? One of our entry-level individuals. And do we pick the one with the little... Come on. We pick the one with a little bit more of the charisma. Because I'm trying to remember if it's hard-coded that they're always going to be happier doing the other job. Well, we don't have a charisma job for you right now. So we have a strength job. So we can train you on that. Make you a professional. Raiders. Nobody's even leaving the vault. We're still getting raiders attacking. This is so bizarre. This is a change they've made. This is a change they've made in the game. Plus, how are they getting through that vault door with swords? Anyways. That's something in this game I don't completely agree with. I can understand like rad roaches or they have to have some kind of excitement. I get it. It's just the logical part of my brain can't let it go sometimes. Like, how are they getting into there with swords? That would never happen. I guess maybe they found a vent or something. Ooh, lab coat. Oh, right on. That's nice. Where are our doctors? Doctor. There we go. I know they're not actually producing anything, but I mean, we're at full stuff, and we might as well be training them on something. It's, in my opinion, it's very key to train people as much as you can, as much as they're able to deal with, and to cross train people. Oh my goodness. I'm a big advocate of cross training. I've been heavily cross trained myself, and it's given me a very good understanding of what goes on in supply chain. Because it's one thing to like read it or hear about it or be kind of next to it, but to actually do all these different kinds of jobs and with different companies doing, excuse me, I got the hiccups for some reason, doing different jobs or doing the same jobs at different companies. It's given me, I think, a very wide perspective, very wide angle. When many people have kind of like a narrow perspective, they only really understand what they do and a little bit of some other stuff around them, but they don't see the whole picture. It's helped me see the whole picture on what's going on, which is why I got into the work I do now. All right, let's see what Jacob's found. What have you found, buddy? Holy smokes, he's got a lot of stuff. Wow, 24 hours, he still has 7? He's really rocking. I think he's gone up 8 levels this trip. So a lot of this stuff in the beginning's not very good, but military, endurance, laser pistol, 2 perception. That's pretty good. We don't really need that yet. This can be used later when we make our, what do you call it? Laser pistol. Ooh, another endurance one. And another laser pistol. Wow. He's getting some decent stuff. This is a bit of a situation, though. Like these mid-level things. Are we going to keep them? Or are we going to sell them? Or are we going to scrap them? Because that's kind of a big decision you need to make. Essentially, if you're just going to have your people explore and find stuff, that I find is preferable due to the, I don't mean to reiterate and beat a dead horse, so to speak, but the amount of energy the room takes with the amount of people power it takes. I mean, once we get everybody fully trained here, we'll have some people that might be available. So, but we need to build more power rooms. Like we're probably going to have to build another power room. But I don't want to rebuild. I'll have to figure out where we're going to put that power room. We might just put it down here. Because I want that extra capacity so that we have more safety stock over here. Because that's really important. But Yeah, we might need to rebuild. We have a fair bit of caps, so we might just rebuild a little bit, or just move this training room over here, move this dweller thing over here, and then maybe make another storage room, and then put 2 power rooms here. I wonder how that would work with the attacks, though. Sorry, my throat's kind of messed up today. Jeez, one sec. Apologies for that. Kind of stuck up on me. Yeah. So the power room, I have not put power rooms just here. Like if we were to just demo this, move it over here, and then put another power room here. I wonder how that would happen with the raiders when they come in. Are 3 raiders going to attack our 2 people? I don't know. Maybe we should test. We should test that. So that's something I actually haven't done. Wow, I hope I'm not getting sick. Anyways, sorry guys. Yeah, yeah. So everything's going fairly well. We can leave it at that. I'm gonna keep an eye on things. I'm gonna think a little bit on moving a single power room here to see if that's something that would work for us. I have a feeling though, like if three raiders cram into the room and there's only 2 people in there, like they're how well are they gonna do? Like we can put a couple of our powerhouses in there, like Anna Frost. Wow, she already went up a level. Like if we put in Anna Frost and we put in like Nathan, and we get them, some good weapons. I don't know if they're gonna have an advantage or a disadvantage. Let's just try that out. Because otherwise, well, what I can do is I can uh, back up the save file, which is something you can do. You just copy it. It's not a big deal. And then you can try some crazy stuff. And if it backfires, you just load your backup. I don't see that as cheesy. It's not like I'm trying to, like, what are they, server or save scrape or save scum, whatever. I'm not trying to do anything like that. It's just I don't know how the mechanics are gonna work. Like I really don't. I've only ever had this room, and then when I've gotten to the point that I needed more power, I demoed the rooms next to it, moved it over, and then made another power room that was 2 rooms wide here. I actually got more aggressive with the training rooms this time. I'm actually surprised we have this many people training right now. But anyways, so we'll leave it at there. Apologies again for my raspy throat this morning. Not quite sure what's going on. But we'll leave it at there. And we still have the same tests. Hopefully, I'll be able to check in on things and check on people's training. But I don't know. It's like I said, I'm gonna not be. Well, I'm gonna be AFK quite a bit today. So, and I'm fairly busy with some things today. But we'll get on here at least a few times. Can you ladies deal with that? Thank you. See, that was fast. So, we'll be making sure we get the training into our people, and because I really want to get that expedited. But anyways, we'll leave it at there, and we'll pick it up a little bit later on. Hello and welcome back. After, well, for you it was no time, but for me it was several hours. But looks like our daily whatever is happening. We're still at 93, which is great. Ugh. It's like, what are the worst ones? What am I most likely to do? Upgrading rooms might happen, so we'll leave that. It's either quests or crafting. Ugh. One Nuka-Cola. I don't know. I'll think about it. But our power generation is good. Look at all these people ready to be trained. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. We're getting like a fair bit of money accumulated just from training our people. Now, another way you can do things is you can kind of just look at things here and check where things are at. But keep in mind that the total, what do you call it, rating will include their clothes, their outfit. So look at Sarah. She's at a 9. Amazing. So they're getting real beefy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, lots of money. Nice. It's good to keep your eyes open, huh? That's almost like a process improvement thing or like a quality thing right there. If you spot the thing before it turns into a problem, or, you know, grab the opportunity before it goes away, it could be worth some money. So keep that in mind. So yeah, we have Anna. Yeah, she's a 7. I gave her the laser rifle, by the way, because then she'll do way more damage. But that's great. Everybody's getting trained up. That's really, really good. When people start hitting 10, then we'll probably start cross-training them, if possible, because our production's really good right now. Like, we're doing really, really well because we're keeping things lean right now. We're like a lean startup kind of a thing. Just focus on training. Focus on getting your people cross-trained and focus on opportunities. So, speaking of which, Jacob is, he picked up a fair bit of stuff. I wasn't sure when I was going to be back. So, he had a few stim packs left. People are, oh, why'd you, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want him to die because things do get more advanced. Things get tougher the longer things go on. So I thought it was the best bet. It's good, you know, take smart risks, but, you know, take care of your people. So overall, 1 military, 1 endurance, rusty laser pistol, 2 armored vault suits. We have these. These can be useful. They're actually decent when you get people to have a, you know, it helps because it has the 2 endurance. It's not bad. Another endurance, wasteland gear, couple pistol. Oh, look, another rusty pistol. Oh, tuned plasma pistol. That's pretty good. So we got a few things that are decent. Not bad. Not bad at all. But right now, like I said, we're doing the grind. We're training. We're getting things done. I'm going to be babysitting this for a little while. Hopefully there's enough content that there'll be for all of you to watch. But for the most part, it's just going to be training. Because once we get these people trained to 10 out of 10, what I'm thinking we'll do is if we can get 10s into the power room, because we have about, what did we calculate earlier? Oh, I made a small error when I said that she was 30%. She's actually like 20 or 25%. I forgot about the, I forgot about something. So, yeah, it was like a 20% boost having her in there. Anyways, so if we can run everything off of this amount of power, but yeah, we're probably going to have to upgrade the power room, like I said before. That's something that needs to have happen. So we're going to have to bust this. We have the money, so we can bust all this stuff down. Can move this over. We can grab a 2 wide room. So it'll be here, and then we'll have the 3 across here. We're going to have to move this. That's fine, whatever. We'll put it wherever it fits. And we'll keep things at 28. I know it's not as exciting, but we're really not getting the kind of resources to allow us to expand right now. And making our people 10s and getting everybody +3 outfits. Well, like, he is a 7, she is a 4, he is a 2, so he'll benefit off of the armored vault suit that's coming back with Jacob. And we have 1 more military fatigue, so that's going to be an extra point. So in general, it's going to be quite beneficial, and we're going to have these extra people. So we're going to make the extra power, which we're going to need for the, what is it called? Overseer? Yeah, Overseer office. But that's really when people get cross-trained, or if we get 2 more rare or legendary dwellers, which doesn't seem like we have much opportunity to get those right now. Haven't seen lunchboxes for quite a while, and I'm not buying any. As much as I appreciate the game, I want to do this the hard way, actually. Hope everybody's good with that. So there's the Overseer's office. There's the weapon workshop. We could get started on making weapons. We don't really need it right now, though. The Overseer's office is most likely a higher priority, but we are going to need fully cross-trained people for that. The weapons workshop is going to take a fair bit of time, and we're going to need people that are maximized in those specific attributes and outfits. So we're going to have extra people and extra outfits and extra time. So, I mean, singularly, with 1 attribute, as long as it's the right kind, we might be able to take advantage of this and get some slightly better weapons. Couple points here, couple points there. I mean, it does add up, but yeah, we'll think about it. We'll just keep training people. We might get another weight room rolling. We'll see how it goes. But our power generation is good. Power generation is 100%. Look at that. Right to the top. So we're still not leveling people up because of the hit point thing. We're still leveling these lovely ladies up in their perception. Look at them go. 6 perception already. So when they're not making medicine, because we don't need it, we might think about expanding this at some point, like before we go on the quests. We're going to want to have more stim packs. We're going to want to have like 25 stim packs. But even then, they're not going to have the endurance. So, and then for us to get the endurance room, we're going to have to deal with mole rats. And if we don't want to deal with mole rats, then we're going to have to encase the entire vault in elevators, which means we got to bust these 2 rooms and chop them down to 2 wides, and then we got to put elevators around the outside of it. It protects against mole rats, or at least it did. So, yeah. But when we build it, we're going to have to build it with a couple extra levels. Otherwise, we're going to be demolishing it all and wasting money. So it's worth the extra couple bucks. But the trick is that you got to fill that space up. If you know what I mean. So, like, we have a lot of depth we can build down to. There was an idea in one of the chat rooms or whatever, Reddits, to just make it go across and then just leave it and then make another full level and then another level of elevators. it would make moving people across the vault more time consuming. So there's a couple things on my mind right now. But in general, once we get them trained up to 10, that's when we're going to have to start making decisions. So, I mean, people are getting there. I might as well look at perception. People are getting there. Wow, her perception's only a 3. See, when we start swapping people out, like someone with a 10, boom, that's going to be a 14. Endurance, nobody has any good endurance. Nobody. Oh, it's a tough one, eh? Agility, Laura, look at Laura. She's got a 9. Diane has a 9. Francis has an 8. Vincent has a 9. Like, they're... Yeah, so we might actually... Yeah, we're going to want to upgrade them first. And then swap them out. We won't have as much capacity if we make this 2 rooms wide, but we'll have the production level. So this will get tighter. So we might have to make 2 wide and then another 2 wide in order to make that elevator barrier against the mole rats. But yeah, I'll think about that. If anybody has any questions about it, just ask me in the comments. I think it's still a thing. I'm assuming it's still a thing. It was pretty nasty when I didn't realize it the first time, because I was getting attacked constantly by the mole rats. Constant. It was like, at this point I would have been attacked at least once or twice by them already. So some people thought it was like how deep you dug down into the ground triggered them, which is actually kind of an interesting thing. I almost would like it better if it was that, because that would make more sense. And if you keep digging down, you trigger like the rad scorpions. They are absolutely nightmarish. They are the worst. I actually hate the rad scorpions more than I hate the death claws, because at least the death claws come at you from the door. The rad scorpions jump all over the place. And when you need a lot of storage, because you have a lot of people and a lot of stuff, and you're making weapons and outfits, and you just loaded up in your inventory with so many things, and you have multiple storage rooms, because it does get quite excessive. I'm going to keep, like I said, I'm keeping things very, very lean on this go through. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. We'll check back in a little bit later and see where everyone is at. When is she going to hit 10? Are you going to show me, please? 11 hours. I'm not going to be up then, so that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow, most likely. We'll just zoom in on him. Okay, 19 hours, so pretty much full day. So yeah, tomorrow and the next day, we're going to have a few people pulling in 10s. And then we can start doing some construction. We've been smart. We've been saving our money. And then we'll be able to reorganize. Start with the anti-mole rat barrier over on this side. We're going to have to move down a little bit. I might go 1 or 2 levels. But for us to do that and fill things in, well, we don't have to do it right away. We don't have to fill it in. We don't have to fill it in until we trigger the 35, well, the 30 or 35 mole rat. The jury's out. People are saying they've seen them at 30. Other people say it's confirmed at 35. So it might be the survival difficulty, which is a nightmare. Don't even do it. Don't even do the survival. Anybody who does survival without mods, I don't even know how you did it. So, because it's just constant fires and attacks, and your people are unhappy, and it's just torture. It's torture. It's not fun at all. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that, and we will join you in a short while. Hello and welcome back, everybody. It is now the end of this day in the Wasteland. I have been attempting to keep up with the training. We have several people that are getting very close. Not you. 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 And they are going to be ready. How do we get this to work? 19 hours. So in approximately 1 day, they're going to be ready. I did check up on the weapons room for the rusty laser pistol, and it is kind of fortunately, it's agility based. So we have extra agility people, so I think one of our next moves is going to be moving forward with that. So which one of these are we going to get rid of? That's a very good question. So we're probably going to be crafting weapons. We need to get everybody up to speed with equipment, I think, first before we go on quests. And 1 Nuka-Cola is not a big deal. It wants us to rush. Whatever. Maybe we'll do that later. But look who is back. Welcome back, Jacob. Welcome back, good sir. We do have room for all this stuff. I'll sell all this stuff later, whatever we don't need. But first of all, welcome back. Get you healed up. Get some R&R before we send you right back out. What we could do is bring these two back into the room. Actually, I could have had them waiting. That would have been more efficient. So that when we came into the vault, it was ready. But that's okay. Because we do want to send him out, or we want to train him. I think we might send him out one more time. He's already level 40. So what, I'd have to do 4 in a minute? So that's 3 rushes? We'll consider that later. So, my throat's doing that thing again. Sorry. So, yeah, what are we going to do next? Well, we're going to let Jacob chill for a minute. Let's see if we can give our people better equipment. Anna is our current powerhouse with a laser rifle. Nathan has a laser pistol. Donald has a rifle that I think is 5 to, I thought it was 5 to 7. Donna has a 6 to 8. And Jerry has a 6. So you have a 5. So we will give you a tuned plasma pistol, bada bing. He also has a strength of 5. So he's going to be doing some decent damage. We're going to swap these weapons out when we swap our people out. 6, we'll bring that to a 7. So we just increased our damage potential, especially with Donald, by a lot. We doubled, nearly tripled his damage potential. I think that's how it works. So they're reasonably equipped. I'll go through the rest of everybody and optimize the weapons later, but just wanted to show you the kind of things we do. We do have a lot of stuff in our storage here. So what I'm going to do, we have another one. What I'm going to do behind the scenes is I'm going to figure out which of these we can junk to get stuff to make these rusty laser pistols, because I think that's one of our best next moves. We do have a lot of, outfits. Okay, so they're both the 5. She's a 6 to 8. That's pretty much a 7. We'll give her the military fatigues. So she does one more point of damage, one more point of output. So our production level went up a tiny little bit. And what was I talking about the inventory? Oh, yeah, right. So this only gives him a +2 to perception. So let's go 3. Let's go crazy. And they all have the +3 handyman jumpsuits. Kind of make a little bit more sense if they were like food related, some kind. They do have like waitress uniforms, but they're only for women. I don't know if they have an agility one that's specifically for men. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It could be like a waiter uniform, you know, like with a bow tie. That'd be pretty cool. You know, your food, sir. You know what I mean? Like a butler or something. That'd be pretty good. But so yeah, the only things we have upgraded so far is we have the power room is fully upgraded, the clinic is upgraded by 1, and the storage facility is depot. It's upgraded, which brought us past the threshold of the middle, but we're dealing with it right now. We're not in a perfect spot, but we're dealing with it. Best next moves will be to deal with this power situation, move this room over, like knock everything down, move this over, and put the new power room here and upgrade it fully to prepare for the additional power requirements we're going to have for the weapons room and possibly for another upgrade in the depot. Apparently, when you upgrade rooms, I did a little bit of research, it also upgrades the threat level of the enemies, which is kind of interesting. So, something we might want to consider, the depot doesn't necessarily need someone to be in there, which I think would be kind of nice if... Oh, Raiders. Don't worry. We'll take care of them. Why don't you go help out, Jacob? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. One thing that would be kind of good is if you had someone working in the storage facility, and I think it's based off of endurance, roughly, but you don't get more storage out of it. I think it would be good if you put someone in there, you would get a bonus to how much you could store. That would make sense because they're actively looking for better ways of, playing Tetris with the things on the shelf, optimizing where things are, organizing them, doing FIFO, just in time kind of a thing. Whatever's going on, whatever you need for the vault. Oh, awesome. Wasteland gear. That's useful. A little bit more coins. Thank you, everyone. So that's a pretty good situation. I kind of want to send Jacob out fully stocked. I'm just going to send them over here. Get them properly equipped with... I thought we had a lab coat. Oh, I moved the wrong people. Oh my goodness, that's my bad. That's my bad. All right, we'll give you the handyman outfit, and we'll just, Supervisor's a little tired tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Supervisor's a little tired, but that's okay. Who else do we have for intelligence? I just want to get this moving along. Living quarters. Oh, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob, why don't you help out a bit and get some of those stim packs for your journey? 7 intelligence. He's a pretty smart guy. Pretty smart guy. These dwellers are extremely useful. These cross-trained experts, we could call them. So just to show you the difference, 2 minutes 40, 5 minutes 50, less than half. Faster than Brenda. Okay, well, we're just gonna we'll move things along a little bit faster. Peter, can you help out for a moment, please? We want to get this production rolling. We'll give you the appropriate gear. Thank you, sir. So that's going to be worked on a little bit. That's gone to 2 minutes. That's to 2 minutes. Great. So what was the other thing I was going to bring up? Yeah, so we're probably going to put the weapon... Oh, no, we can't. Because if we're going to have the elevators to block the impending mole rat threat, which will occur between population 30 and population 35, remember? And we cannot upgrade our endurance until 35. So we don't want everybody getting attacked by mole rats constantly when they're trying to train. So we're going to incorporate all these. We're going to build a classroom so that our medical people can work faster. I think it's a good idea just to do anyways after we upgrade the power room. We can also do the outfit workshop, which is not a bad idea, so that we can get the specialized gear. We can only make common items, which we can make military fatigues, which would be useful because if we're going to have 6 people in a 3 wide room and then up to 4 people in the 2 wide room, that's going to be here. So that's 10 we will want eventually. And I think the production is made by people who have strength for that gear, for that outfit. I think so. So our people having 10s is going to be very useful. So we can use the extras before we cross-train them. We can have them make gear for everyone, so everybody has really good gear. So everybody has rusty laser pistols, minimum, if we need them. I mean, like, stuff like this, she's not going to be the first. She's going to be more the first person, and then, you know what? We'll give you her hunting rifle. There we go. I'll do the rest of that later. Look at that. They're already done. Great work. Great work, everyone. Thanks for pitching in and making that happen. All right, we'll give you the combat armor. Pete, we're going to get you back training up that strength. And what's her name? Brenda, back with the perception. Same with you, Judith. Back with your perception. And Jacob, my man. Thanks for pitching in. So this is one of the things that's very good about this game is you can move people around between departments. When we get them cross-trained, it's going to be extremely useful, but we're only really going to be cross-training the extra people who... Wait, doesn't one of the keys do that? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll just use the keys instead of the scroll wheel because that's kind of... It's a little bit smoother. So, next steps. I might or might not show it because it's so straightforward. But knock this down, get the power room. And then when we have... Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with the diner. We might make two wide diners, so that we have the capacity, because we're a little bit lower on the productivity because the dwellers aren't quite as well trained. Their relevant attributes aren't quite as high. So, but we do need that capacity because if we knock this down to a 2 wide, that's our threshold of where bad things happen is going to go up. And when we get attacked, like we got attacked by raiders. Look how much this came down. This was pretty much full, I think, when we came in, wasn't it? So we want to have that extra safety stock, as we call it. We want to have that extra safety margin. So we're going to be, so it'll be 1, 2, and then living quarters, we're probably going to have to make 2 of them as well. Like 2 double wides, whatever. So that's going to go down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels down. And then we're going to have the weapon training room, and then we're going to have 2 rooms. But what I might do, because we are going to be expanding with the classroom, the outfit, and the fitness room, those are going to be our primary next 3 rooms. The lounge is kind of useful, but charisma is kind of a hit or miss stat in this game, which is a little unfortunate. Themes, I'm not really big on themes. I'll be totally straightforward with that. They're nice, but I don't really care that much. Game room luck can be very, very good. Luck is very good for exploring. Barbershop is just pretty much for appearances, so I like to do certain appearance things with people that are fully trained. Like if they're fully trained and fully maximized, I make them very noticeable. And then once we hit this threshold, we're going to be able to completely upgrade our productivity. And then the Nuka-Cola bottler. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get the mod so this actually produces Nuka-Cola, which I think is pretty wild if it did. But we'll see how things go. Some of these mods are... I don't know if I entirely trust some of the sources where they come from, so be careful with that. So... when we do this, we're going to need probably 1 or 2 classrooms, definitely 2 fitness rooms if we have extra people that are training, because we're going to have another 7. We're going to have another 7 dwellers that are going to be training. And then the outfit room is going to be 3, so a minimum of 1, plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Hopefully my math is good. I'm pretty tired. I've been up since the crack of the crack of dawn today. So that's, what did I say? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're definitely going to have to go down a few levels. I will. I'll put my brain on that off camera, but I just want to let you guys know so that next time when we come in, if things are drastically different, I think we have enough caps to make this happen, because it is going to be a capital investment that we're going to need to deal with. But the ROIs, the return on investment, the ROI is going to be very, very good. And once we build this up, we get the elevators surrounding to protect against the mole rats, which is also going to be rather expensive. I'm hoping we have the money for it. So what I'm basically going to do, I'll be totally straightforward with you guys. I'm going to back up my save file, and then I'm going to make the alterations, and hopefully we have enough money to do all of it. Excuse me. With the future planning for the additional rooms here. So even if we do, 2, 5, 6, 7, that's probably good enough. Maybe 8. We might want 3 rooms on the fitness room. But we are going to have those next 7. They are going to be training their primary attributes first. But we still might want to have a little bit of extra capacity with the endurance, because it's so important. And once the endurance stat is maximized on our dwellers, then we're in really good shape. Because I'm going to want everybody to get their endurance maximized so that they're healthier, they're better in combat, they don't get affected. Like if we do run out of food or there is some kind of issue with the water, they'll be more resilient and they'll be easier to defend against these things. So making your dwellers stronger, or your workers, even in a company, by having, stretch breaks, by having mental health breaks, by, giving people the opportunity to be able to recharge their batteries, especially if they're having, maybe a tough day at work and at home, and then maybe with some other things too. It's Like, I'm not talking about going around and holding everybody's hand and patting them on the head. What I'm talking about is, like, when people are having a bad day, you cut them a little bit of slack. And that, to me, that always went a long way for the respect of my leaders, managers, and supervisors and owners and places that I've worked. When I was having a really bad day, or if I was sick, you know, they said, you know what, take some time. We'll cover you for today, and you make it happen. And that's one of the advantages of having excess production. Like, if your standard production is in excess of what you need, that gives you the flexibility to give people time off, to be able to adapt to when people are sick or they need to take time off, or, you know, something happens, they get injured, or the machines that they use are damaged. It gives you that flexibility so you can still maintain your numbers. This is something I'm not sure everybody understands, but having that ability to make that extra capacity and not always using it gives you that kind of flexibility, gives you the ability to let people go home on Friday, gives you the ability to have an extra long lunch break on special occasions, or to hold meetings and to make sure the communication is there, because some places they just don't have the communication. So we're keeping all these things in consideration, and this game, for the most part, keeps it in line with what's going on. So getting back to the game here, so Jacob, super happy. You know, he is at level 40. I think they max out at 50. There is, yeah, I'm aware of that. See, he's going to keep popping up. There's some annoying things here. Anyways, so I think he's going to max out at 50, but I'm not going to change any of that stuff until we get the endurance on everybody maxed out. I might get a mod just to let them go to level 100, because I like 100 better than 50. Plus, it lets them grow more, and it allows them to be more useful and to gain more hit points and to be more resilient and to represent that. I don't think it's like a cheat or anything. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. I don't want to do a bunch of stuff that you guys are disagreeing with or use mods. If everyone wants this pure vanilla, we can do it, you know, a pure vanilla game, like standard, unmodded. We can do that. I've done it before. It's just the pace will be slightly slower, especially because we're not getting any lunch boxes, and they're giving us kind of goofy challenges that are trying to force us to get into trouble. They're trying to force us to rush this room, but we'll take it in stride, we'll pace ourselves, and we'll do it right. Because rushing through this game is a really bad idea. You get in trouble so fast. So watch this. One wide room, fire. It's not upgraded. It's like 5 seconds. 5 seconds they got taken care of. Great job, guys. Great job taking care of that fire. So we're going to continue with the training rooms with the single, the two-person format, because I think it's a lot better. And it gives us more flexibility if we're like, oh, we have too many strength rooms, we don't need them. All right, get rid of one of those and put in another agility room or perception or intelligence or whatever. It makes it more modular, and it's less of an investment, and it's less of a loss when we do change, because needing to adapt to it is good anyways. Plus, it's more efficient with power. So I found that this is the best way. Upgrading these rooms does shave off a little bit of time, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's something that we need to worry about. So, long story short, we still don't have any pets, unfortunately. Maybe Jacob will find a good little doggy that he can bring with him. We do have the medieval ruler outfit, but I think he's doing very well with the power armor. I think you guys would agree with that. The luck bonus would be useful. His charisma would be very, very high, but we sent him out with that before, and he didn't do that well, because it's mainly combat he's going into. So, Jacob, we're going to send you out there. Be safe. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our medical team back in. They need to be flexible. We're maintaining flexibility with them so that next time we come in, we can start to build up the medical. So if there is an emergency, we'll be able to treat it. If somebody gets sick with radiation. I know these things don't necessarily happen in this game very much, but it's something that I would want to prepare for in any situation, even though it's not exactly a game mechanic, min-max type thing. It's more of like a storyteller. It's more of an immersion type thing for me. So we'll hold on with that. But right now, things are looking pretty good. I really hate it when the rats are running around. I really don't like that. Go get rid of those rats, would you? So we're just going to split that up. I think they get a small bonus. So you're 1936. I think they get a small bonus if they train with someone else. Oops. Is that correct or is that incorrect? Can you show me? Yeah. See, when you have more people, the training is actually faster, which does make sense. So they're going to go up by, 23 minutes? Not a big deal. When you do have a full room and you have like 4 to 6 people training, the training times are significantly lower, but we don't really have the population for that. There's going to be a lot of changing priorities happening with our training. So the modularity and keeping our capital investment smaller at this point, I think, is more advantageous. So it's a little bit more grindy now, but it's going to pay off later because we're going to be able to invest in the rooms that we want to invest in. So as always, if there's any questions or comments, feel free, and we will take it from there. How are we on time? Oh, it looks like we are finishing off this video for this time, for this episode. So I thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. I hope so. And be sure to like the video and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm, and so it'll help more people enjoy the videos and learn, and have fun. Have fun with the game and have fun with learning. I think learning's best when it's fun. So thanks again. I hope you have a great night. We'll see you next time.